Welcome yet again, Aries. It's June 2019. Dadhichi here from astrology.com.au, and a very interesting month shaping up for you with your ruling planet down here in the base part of your horoscope. This has to do with your family life, but more importantly, focusing in on your inner needs this month. And I'm going to tell you why there are some challenges there, especially once we start to animate the chart. You see, especially with the moon moving in here on the 5th, the powerful opposition will be triggered. This opposition to Saturn up here in the career sector of your horoscope. Mind you, there are some nice aspects going on here from Venus, which is the finance ruler of your horoscope. So this is not my main concern for you right now. It has more to do with this challenging composition here. This inner part of your life, the inner drive, the striving for peace and satisfaction. And this also has to do with issues that are occurring on the domestic front. And these career planets up here, Saturn, your principal career planet, along with Jupiter, the past karmic node, what we call Ketu, and Pluto, all in retrogression right now. So there's a powerful challenge here by these planets. You know, a lot of astrologers say that the challenges are what drive you to become better, to achieve things. And I tend to agree. You don't want things to be too easy for you. We see here that this is offset by this Venus transit, the finances. But I suspect around this time you're going to experience a little tug of war, if I could put it that way, between what it is you're trying to get in your professional life, your outer world, the prestige, the honour, the striving for success, as opposed to this stuff, which is the inner component of your life. And look at the incredible positive influence you get over here from Neptune, the spiritual planet, ruling your 12th house of spirituality. So it's sort of line ball here if you have a look at the tension that's caused by Saturn and these planets up here in the career area, and these lovely aspects from the spiritual component of your life, that you will definitely be gaining something inwardly and must not push aside those challenges. Don't try to short circuit them or bypass them. It's by confronting them head on that you are going to be able to make the most of them. And of course, when we have Mars and Saturn, and I'm going to talk about this in a separate video, this is usually quite a problematic, frustrating, angry sort of combination. So you need to be careful not to let that get the better of you at this time. We see also Mercury moved into this sector. So this is actually when you're able to verbalize what's going on within yourself. At that same time, around the 10th, Venus moving into the 3rd house of communication. So there's a couple of points there. This may have to do with work colleagues, people in your working environment, people that work for you. And that's shown by that transit of the moon there in the 6th house. I want to go back a little bit too, because I did overlook something around the 4th, I think it was. There it is there, the new moon, right there in your 3rd house of communication. And that is showing a new pattern in the way that you are dealing with people in your life at this point in time. So the 3rd house, and then later on in the month, after all of this, what I'd call passive aggression, you do have an opportunity there around the 10th, 11th, 12th. Here in the 13th, personal relationships will take on an importance. This is the 7th house of your horoscope. And then the other important one, the full moon, again taking place with Jupiter in that 9th house of what we call the higher mind. This could be time to get out of the home and work environment, although I suspect that that may not be possible because you've got all of these tight, hard aspects going on here from Jupiter as well. Mind you too, when we've got the retrogression here happening in the upper part of your horoscope, some of the plans that you've put in place may not be going as expected. Now it's different to when you've got Mercury retrograde. Some of these inner planets do their retrogression and then go forward fairly quickly. Here these outer planets take a lot longer. So what's going on here in your professional activities, the retrogression is that review stage, having to go back over old ground to work out exactly what it is you want to do, work out where you may have set a foot wrong, and to rectify all of that. As I always say, communication is the best way out of that. You might see a return to some of those tense states of mind when the moon also transits around the 19th and 20th of the month up here in the professional area, with some slightly better aspects when the moon moves to your 11th house on the 21st and 22nd. That is a nice aspect between the moon and Venus, so your social instincts should be stronger, and there's an opportunity to maybe cast all of that aside and to get into a bit more of a happy mood. And mind you, as I said, because these transits can take quite a while to mature and for you to get things done, there's no point being miserable for months on end. Work on this inner part of yourself throughout the month of June. We see here the Cancer ingress taking place on the 22nd. This is a thoroughly good planet for you, along with Mars, and that can fortify the domestic scene and can uplift some of those circumstances for the better. A low-key period there when the moon transits through your 12th house in conjunction with Neptune. Your ideals are going to be very, very strong, but you must also be careful in how you are communicating your ideas at this time, because these right angle aspects to Venus here can indicate a desire to say one thing but having it be misconstrued by the people that you are trying to communicate to. The moon again moves into your sun sign at this time, and that's also going to be the third point triggering this 4th house, 10th house opposition. So it was early in the month, just after the full moon, and then again here right towards the end of the month, 26th and 27th, and that could be rather unsettling again and may have something to do with your finances, just as Mercury moves into your 5th house of speculation, children and creativity, along with this association with Uranus in your 2nd house. So keep a lid on your impulse, I'd say, especially when it comes to investments or doing things, especially of an amorous nature, getting involved with people, especially younger people, because Mercury is a younger planet. And if you can just bide your time, don't allow those impulses to get the better of you, I think you'll be able to wait for a better time to make more well-informed decisions. Take a look at astrology.com.au. There's more there for you, the month and daily readings, along with the contextual yearly forecast. And I'm here if you need to talk to me about anything more personal. Take care and see you again next month. Bye-bye.